Hello everybody, my name is Elena. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to the first episode of TBR Takedown. Now, if you haven't seen these videos before, it's basically people reading books from their physical TBR, and it's like a spoiler-free reading vlog for that book, and then they get to decide whether they want to keep the book or donate it. And they're only keeping the book if they absolutely love it, and they're donating it if they didn't like it, or if they liked it but they don't really want to have it in their collection. So you're getting books off of your physical TBR, but also you're getting books off of your shelves, so you have more shelf space, hopefully. That's like a really fun idea, since I'm not planning on doing TBR videos for this year because I feel like they burnt me out last year. So I feel like this is going to be like a nice video that we can do every month and you can look forward to it. Ideally, I would like to randomly pick the book that I'm going to read for these videos. However, I don't want to put myself into a reading slump, and this is the first video of this series. So I did pick one myself. You're going to have to forgive me if you don't like my pick. Sorry about it. But I picked this one because it actually continues a series, and it's a book that I've been wanting to read for literally years and never did. And I'm only reading it now because I actually have it physically. Otherwise, I don't think I would ever read it, which is really weird because I loved the first book, and I don't know why I never read the second book, because it's like a completed series and it's a duology, so it's not like there's a lot of books in this series. There's only literally one. And like I said, I loved the first one. So why wouldn't I pick up the second one? I don't know, but I own it now, so obviously I'm going to read it. It's Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Now, is it winter? Yes. Is this kind of a summery book? Yes. But it's also like a little coastal town, and it's been really sunny out. So honestly, when I think about reading a wintry book in this weather, it kind of doesn't vibe with me, and I feel like this is perfect. I did have trouble picking which book I want to read, I'm gonna be honest. I was picking between like 3 different ones, but I ended up going with this one because I have started it. I started this when I was on holiday in September, I think, but I was in a reading slump, so I did not finish reading it. I only got 56 pages in, and I'm in the middle of a chapter. That should tell you how much I was not into reading, because I never stop books in the middle of chapters, but there we go. I made this bookmark myself, by the way. I feel like you can tell that I made it myself, but it's cute, right? I feel like it matches the book, so I'm gonna keep it in there. Also, I'm wearing pink because the girl on the cover, what was her name? Hannah, is also wearing pink. And also because I got this hoodie yesterday and it's new and I wanted to wear it. But we can say that I matched her. Sure, absolutely. This was planned. This is the second book in the, what's it called? The Ballinger Sisters duology. And it's Friends to Lovers, which is one of my favorite tropes. And I think it's really underrated. So I love that trope, and I'm really excited about this one. I think she's in the film industry and they're supposed to be filming some kind of movie. So she recommends this small coastal town where her friend is and where her sister is from the first book as like the filming location. And she ends up staying with her friend called Fox. I have my hot cocoa already, and I have my new favorite snack, which is these strudels. I can't explain to you why I love them so much. I just do. So I'm going to start reading, and then I'll come back when I have an update. I just did my skincare and everything. That's why I look like this, and I'm sorry if you're hearing music from outside. I doubt it, but if you are, it's because it's like Christmas Eve traditions going on outside. Whatever. I'm on page 152, so I've read 100 pages, and I wanted to talk about them. I think I am going to read a little bit before bed as well, but I wanted to talk about the 100 pages that I did read. It's fine. It's entertaining, it's good, but I think I was expecting more, and it's trying to have a little bit of a deeper topic in it, which is fine because I really liked the deeper topic that we were exploring in the first book. And not to like compare it to the first book so much, but like they are part of the same series, so obviously I'm going to compare them a little bit. I just don't think it works in this one very well. I don't think it's executed very well. I'm just not that close to the characters in order to feel things about that deeper topic. So basically Fox is known as like a playboy and stuff like that, and he very much objectifies himself because he knows that other people will do it. So it's that mentality of I might as well do it myself before anyone else has the chance to do it. Straight up just stopped recording. I don't know what I said last. I don't know where I left off, but I don't think it's doing a very good job at exploring it. So it's not hitting the way it's supposed to, but it's like still entertaining, and I actually find Fox like really hot, like, which is honestly not very typical of me. I'm usually very much the Brandon Taggart kind of girl, where like I really like the grumpy characters and stuff like that. I'm just that kind of girl. Like I love a grumpy man. I love a man that talks unga bunga, you know? But like I'm still having fun reading it, and I've still added like tabs throughout it, and I've annotated and stuff like that. So I am liking it. I just feel like I would have liked it more had I been more connected to the characters. But I think that might just be because it's not something that I would usually read, in the sense that it's not the dynamic that I usually read. I say that, but I love Friends to Lovers. I just mean the characters are not usually my cup of tea when I read books. Like, they're not the type of characters that I love to read about, but it's still really enjoyable. So I would still say go ahead. And also, I think you would really like this. I say 150 pages into the book. I think you'd really like this if you didn't like the first book, because it is kind of actually completely different than the first one. It has completely different characters in terms of personality and stuff like that, and dynamics. So I think you'd actually really like this one if you didn't like the first one. And if you did like the first one, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, give it a go. Maybe you'll like it. I'm enjoying it right now, but it's nowhere near the amount that I enjoyed the first book this far in. I do want to finish it tomorrow. I feel like if I read a little bit more tonight, I could finish it tomorrow and power through. And that'll be fun. Then I get to pick another book to read. I can feel myself getting out of the reading slump. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. If you're seeing this yellow thing, it's because you're stacked on a bunch of pillows, so I don't have to hold the phone, like, in the air, so I can just prop it up. Anyways, I finished the book, and I have a lot to say. Mimi is sleeping next to me, by the way, so I thought I'd let you know that there's a sleepy little girl right next to me. I'm gonna go with the rating first, and then I'm gonna tell you why I gave it that rating. I'm giving it 3.25 stars, which, not a bad rating. 3 stars is like an average for me. 3.25 is pretty good. It's not my type of book. Okay, it's completely different from It Happened One Summer in terms of the way that the characters are. So It Happened One Summer is very much grumpy sunshine and kind of like a gruff man, which is personally what I really like in books. And then this one is kind of, he's not really golden retriever, but he's not grumpy at all. He's just kind of misunderstood, and he's more of like a player. And that's fine, but they're not my favorite characters to read about. And I really liked Piper. And I liked Hannah, but not as much as I liked Piper. And I know I'm comparing the two books, but like they're in the same series. Obviously, I'm going to do that. So I didn't really like the characters that much. I feel like they had chemistry, but not enough chemistry. Like, I don't actually believe that they're together. But that also might just be me, and the fact that I just wasn't enjoying the characters, so obviously I wasn't going to see the chemistry between them, you know? I don't think it's a bad book. I think you should give it a go, especially if you didn't like It Happened One Summer. I feel like you'd actually really like this one, potentially. The thing that bothered me the most is the friends part of the Friends to Lovers. I don't actually believe that these characters are friends. Like, they don't act like friends to me. They don't talk like friends do, I feel like. And I know it's like a young friendship in terms of like how long they've been friends, but I feel like they should have been closer as friends, and then it develops into lovers, you know, like that type of dynamic where they're friends and then lines start to blur didn't really happen in a satisfying way, in my opinion. That being said, I don't think it's a bad book. There were some actually really nice quotes in there. I remember one. I don't have the book with me now, but I'll put it up on the screen, and I actually really liked that quote. I I just sneezed. Anyways, so it's not a bad book, and I would still recommend it if you think that you'd like it. However, keep in mind that I love Friends to Lovers, and I actually didn't like this one. Maybe keep that in mind when you're deciding if you want to read the book or not, but that's really all I can say about it, in terms of being spoiler-free, but honestly, I don't really have anything to say, even if I were to talk about spoilers, so I think that tells you enough about how much I enjoyed the book. Realistically, I probably would donate this book, but because I already have the first one, I probably am going to keep it, and also because I don't actually think it's a bad book. I just didn't enjoy it that much. I feel like I can keep it in my collection, and then maybe someone down the line will want to read it, and I can give it to them, or maybe my future kids will want to read it, so there we go. Oh, Merry Christmas to anyone who celebrates Orthodox Christmas, because I do. That's the Christmas I celebrate, and rarely anyone outside my country ever says Merry Christmas. So if you celebrate Orthodox Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great time with your family. But yeah, that is, I guess, the end of this video. I'm sorry for the really weird angle for this ending clip, but I am, in fact, in the living room with my dog. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe if you'd like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.